I can't believe we have only 2 months left to the end of the year and I am 25 books behind. I've got 25 books to go to finish my Goodreads goal. What am I going to do? This is the first time in 3 years I'm 100% going to fail my Goodreads. I'm stressed. Hi everyone and welcome to another video. I noticed that I'm really white and I don't understand, so let's just white balance. I have no idea, we're just going to ignore that. But welcome to my October reading wrap up and my November TBR. Today's video is going to be a little bit different, so if you want to see into my Goodreads closet, my TBR closet, then stay to the end. But I want to basically talk about the books I read last month. It's been a really fantastic month of reading and I'm going to review and wrap up some things. So first off, I want to say that I have been reading Cloaked in Shadows by this author called Ben Alderson. So happens to be me. I'm reading it because I am in the final stages of edit, so I'm reading through it and making sure that everything is proper and perfect. And yes, this is the cover, and yes, I've got a book coming out December 18th, so if you want to pre-order this, I'll leave the link down below. It is on a pre-order sale. But yeah, this is one I'm going to be counting towards my goal this month because I've been reading it like 10 times. In the month of October, we had some books that I've been doing a read-along for. The first one is Freefall by Joshua David Bellin, and this is a sci-fi adventure set on a futuristic world where we as a civilization want to move to a new planet because our one is just completely messed up, and this really small percentage of the privileged basically get to go. Now, before they go to this planet, our main character falls for a girl on a telecom, and she is not part of the privileged, and he strikes up a relationship with her, and she starts to teach him about this separation, this massive gap between the two civilizations. Then we have Set Forward, where they're actually on this planet which they've accidentally landed on, which isn't the planet they were supposed to go to, and they're having to deal with aliens, and it's basically a thriller in space, which is so good. I really enjoyed this book. I think I gave it a 4 or 5 stars. I can't remember, it'll be on my Goodreads. But yeah, Joshua David Bellin's a really interesting author, and actually is becoming one of my favourite authors, especially since I've read his other series as well. But Freefall, bring it on. If you like the sound of this one, you should check out the Goodreads. I'm going to be talking about it for a while because I just love this book. Next read-along that was going on was a read-along with Of Tomes, and that was the Of Tomes-a-thon, and that was for The Witches of the Glass Castle by Gabriella Lepore, which is only 99p if you fancy going and downloading if you like the sound of it. So this is about a brother and sister, Maya and Dino, finding out that they are witches by unlocking their powers when they find this mysterious writing in the basement of their house. When they read it out loud, they unlock this side to them that has been buried for a very long time, and they confront their mum like, hey, what the hell is going on? And they basically explain that you are witches and you've got to go to this glass castle to learn about your heritage, to learn about your powers. So brother and sister Maya and Dino go to this boarding school called the Glass Castle, and they live amongst other witches and learn about their abilities. But then you have this introduction to the hunters and a very evil presence lurking in the woods. So you should definitely read this if you like the sound of it. It's the perfect Halloween and autumn read, and since winter is upon us, it's a good winter read too, I suppose. So yeah, Glass Castle available for 99p right now, and it was really fun reading that with the Of Tomes people. I also read book 1 and 2 in the Black Mage series by Rachel E. Carter, that's First Year and Apprentice, and this basically follows again a brother and sister. They want to become mages, so they have to go to this school, basically learn to be mages, and it is very much a school orientated read. I love the training, I like watching our characters grow, learn their abilities, I like finding out about these mage and casting. I think it's a really interesting premise. I don't think I've ever read a book with mages in before, and I think they're just really fantastic reads, really easy reads, and I know that thousands of people have read this series and I'm really late to the game, so finally I've started the series. I've only got book 3 and 4 to go, so I'll be reading that very soon. But yeah, First Year, really interesting, really fun, really fast paced. Rachel E. Carter's a really wonderful author and I just really like this series and can't wait for another series by her because I know she's writing something, so fingers crossed, I want to read it like now. And next I read Nixia by Scott Renteg, and this I actually really did enjoy. Although I gave it a 4-star and not a 5-star like other books, this one kind of caught my attention the most. It is basically a set where these 10 teens from across the world are taken on a ship, and this ship is to a new planet, and they have to go through training and scoreboards and challenges on the ship during their travelling to the new planet, and only the 8 out of the 10 can actually go onto this new planet. So it's basically like Hunger Games in space but with a Harry Potter scoring board. You know, like Harry Potter, you had the houses and they got the points. It's like that. It just really intrigued me. There's these stones called Nixia, I think I'm pronouncing that right, which they can manipulate with their mind, and I loved that element to it. This is a sci-fi thriller and it really was thrilling, and I thought Scott was an incredible author. I'm definitely going to be reading the sequels to this, no doubt about that. I'm really glad I started this book, so just, I'm living for it. So like I said, of course, I'm going to be mentioning Cloaked in Shadows because I'm reading it so much, and I've also got 4 books that I'm going to be talking about for the first time on YouTube, which I have read, and the reason why I'm talking about them this month is because this month was the month in which we announced them on Goodreads. So the first is Colliding Skies by Debbie Zacken. This is the Fifth Wave meets the CW show Starcrossed. Really, really incredible sci-fi romance read. This will be coming March 2018 from my publishing company, and this is just the placeholder as well as all the other books I'm about to mention. They're just placeholder images, but I just want to show them to you so you can go and add them to your Goodreads. Next we have Catching Stars by Kayla Keenan, and this is a witchy read, a fantastical witchy read. Think Truth Witch meets Six of Crows. It is really, really, really good. An incredible fantasy, and the cover, when you see the cover, you're going to die for it. So yes, this is coming out in June 2018, so you should definitely keep an eye out for that and check out the Goodreads page. Next we have Revived by Jenna Morland, and this is an incredible Fallen meets The Fault in Our Stars. That's the most interesting premise. I remember when I read that thinking, oh my god, this is going to be good. But yeah, this is a paranormal romance, so think paranormal beings set in a modern day world, but with a bit of a paranormal romance as well, with parallel fantasy, so a couple of different worlds. So you should definitely check out Revived. That's coming in August. And then we have Saving Death by the amazing Rosie Endine, who is, this is also a gothic romance set in the UK, and it's basically, if Fallen was Grim Reapers, add in some gothic witchy stuff. Think the Unbecoming of Myra Dyer. That's kind of how I'm kind of pitching this series. So yeah, very gothic, and also Rosie has a YouTube channel which I'll leave the link down below. So they're the 4 debuts for Of Tomes coming next year, and I wanted to mention them now because they're part of my Goodreads goal now, because I can officially add them to my Goodreads page. So there you go. But I think it's now time that I move on to my TBR for November. Now, I really don't know what I'll be reading. I have picked out 3 books that I'm definitely going to be reading. Then I'll take you into my TBR cupboard and we can go and pick some books together. My current read is The Rogue Queen by Emily R. King. This is 3rd and final book in her series, the Fire Queen series. So I'm reading this one currently because I need to finish the series, and this is basically about elemental control and magic and romance, and it's very interesting. I really like this series. So The Rogue Queen. The Of Tomes-a-thon read-along book this month is Blackheath by Gabriella Lepore, another very witchy read, witches, carnival, romance and curses. This is going to be the read-along book for Of Tomes, so if you want to join, go and download your copies. It's available on Kindle Unlimited as well. But Danielle Page says, magical fun and just the right amount of creepy. You'll fall in love with Lepore's Blackheath and her boy witch, Joel, as he tries to save the girl he loves from a curse. Romantic, witches, carnival, curse, I mean, hello. Also this month we have a release of Tomes, and that is The Traitor's Crux by Jessica Paratha. Think witches and wizards, but in the Darkest Minds series. Really, really interesting read, futuristic dystopian with sci-fi and fantasy elements with the whole witches, but in a futuristic America where the government are hunting them, and if they're found they get killed. Think the new show The Gifted. It's literally for fans of The Gifted. This is also 99p to pre-order, and it won't be 99p for long, so if you want to pre-order, link down below, of course, as always. And I was sent The Unbecoming of Noah Shaw by Michelle Hodkin, which I'm really excited about this because I love the Myra Dyer series, so, and Noah Shaw will always be the love of my life. So I'm going to be definitely reading this one this month. But I think it's time we pick one more book, so I'm going to take you in to my TBR cupboard. Look at this. Oh! So this is my TBR cupboard. I might not be in focus, but that's okay because I'm not going to be in here for long. But as you can see, I have a absolute poop ton of books. I have poop tons of books back there, and in these drawers. So yeah, I've got quite a few books, but I want to pick one from here. Aha! It's like a balancing game. Ooh! The one I'm going to pick from here is This Mortal Coil by Emily Suvada. I don't know anything about this, but I think it'll be an interesting read, so we'll see. We'll see if I stick to this TBR this month. We all know how bad I am at sticking to TBRs. So there you have it. There is my video, guys. I hope you enjoyed. Let me know in the comments below what you're reading and what you have read, and let me know if you're going to read any of the books I've mentioned, if you're going to join the Of Tomes-a-thon. I definitely can't wait to hear. And apart from that, I've got to go and edit this video and get it up, and I'll see you guys very soon for another video. Bye!